Hello everybody and welcome to more Bandit Survivor, but just with a little bit less effort and a very impromptu video. I didn't expect for this to happen. As you can see, it literally happened 2 hours ago, so I had to scramble, get my things together. Only realised about this because I saw a tweet on Survivor Twitter from, of course, Survivor alumni Stephen Fishback, but this is insane Survivor news that I didn't honestly expect. This collaboration, as you'll see further on in this video, but it's very interesting and has some very interesting stakes for the Survivor community. So I don't really know a lot about this, so I'm sure, as we'll see on more Bandit Survivor in classic fashion, that a lot of people are going to be saying, no, you got this wrong, or there's new developments and such. But we're just going to go on ahead, and apologies if I look a little bit thrown together. It's because I literally just threw on a hoodie and I was like, okay, I've seen this information, let's go. There we are, find this other one. But anyway, Jeff Probst launches first ever Survivor card game. So this is an official Survivor card game licensed by, of course, alumni in the Survivor community, including Jeff Probst himself, working with individuals that are known for card games. And you might see some releases that they have created and that are familiar to yourself, but it's going to be really interesting to see like this fully endorsed Survivor card game that again could be a fantastic, I was going to say a fantastic Christmas gift. As you'll see, it releases a little bit after Christmas, but it's still something that can be fantastic to put on your wish list for a loved one. Say that you're going to get them as a late Christmas present, or even coming up to Valentine's Day if you've got someone that's a big Survivor fan and you want to share your love with them, let's put it that way. So yes, we've got Jeff Probst here holding up the box. Looks a bit like Survivor Castaway Island, kind of with the graphics on front, but it looks like a very well thought out, good color schemes. Got the classic orange and blue that just works well, admittedly. You've got a presentation of some of the cards here as well. Survivor logo, of course, which is a classic. So it looks really good, and as we all know, I'm a prick towards Survivor, so me saying that should be high praise. But next year Survivor hits with its 25th anniversary, which is just insane to think about. Obviously the format that we always do is every 2 Survivor seasons equals a year. However, you also have to account for COVID, which knocked 1 year off. So yeah, 48, season 48 will be when we actually hit our 25th anniversary, and then obviously you got Survivor 50, which is 50 Survivor seasons, which I'm sure is going to have its own celebration, but I guess this is like a celebratory aspect of that. With 47 seasons under its belt and counting merchandising opportunity, have brought a slew of games about the world's greatest games. Longtime fans of the CBS reality TV series may remember the board games, DVD games, computer games, and even a memorable Wii version with some unique interpretations of House of the show's most famous faces. Yeah, I've seen that a lot, obviously. My friend Han actually did a video segment on my channel talking about every way you can play Survivor for yourself, and Survivor Wii is definitely an experience. I know that my boy I also did one. I haven't played it myself, obviously. I'm here from the UK, but yeah, after hearing kind of comments from second and third parties, I think I'm good. Survivor games have entered fittingly a new era with the release of Survivor The Tribe Has Spoken, the first ever official card game for the veteran reality show. Don't know why I paused there, sorry. Though it should be noted, card games were also released early in the show's run, coming to Amazon, Target and Walmart.com on January the 12th. So again, January the 12th, if you do want to pick it up for yourself in the box, in presentation, go to those stores and you'll be able to pick them up. It's the culmination of a 2-year collaborative effort between Survivor host and executive producer Jeff Probst and gaming company Exploding Kittens. According to press release announcing the game, it's the ultimate battle of social strategy with all the fun, drama and excitement you can expect from the longest running reality competition show without having to sleep in the jungle or endure bugs. To survive, players must collect advantages, find hidden immunity idols, form secret alliances and face devastating blindsides. While surviving tribal council eliminations, the last 2 players standing must make a case about why they deserve the title of sole survivor. So again, I'm not super familiar with the Exploding Kittens franchise in the terms of me playing them. I think they're more of like an American brand with course, American subcategories of card games you can play, but I do realize that they are very well known in America and highly respected. So yeah, should be a very fun collaboration. When we set out to make a card game version of Survivor, we needed to be an entertaining experience for both the legacy fans and people who simply love playing games, Probst said in a statement. I knew the Exploding Kittens game was the perfect partner to form an alliance with to bring the game to life, and we hope people enjoy playing it as much as we enjoy designing it. And something that you see with these Survivor games, particularly a dichotomy in relation to this show, where you've got a super fan community and a regular fan community, particularly because this is advertised for really anyone that wants it, is you have to make it entertaining and interesting enough so that the super fans are going to be able to enjoy it and relate to it, but you're not going to ostracize or isolate newer Survivor fans that, as said in this article here, maybe they saw Survivor 5 or 10 years ago and they want to pick it up to try it, to see what it's like. You have to be able to relate to both those parties. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to placate to those environments, if there's potentially a difficulty setting they can do. I've been playing a distressing amount of One Deck Dungeon recently, and it's really good because it allows you to be able to have a beginner setting where you're just starting off and then be able to get more advanced options, again in a really seamless way. So it'll be interesting to see if there's like a hierarchy that you can have, or if it's going to be a situation where it's just going to try and appeal to the baseline regular fans without too much craziness, because something that we'll be talking about later on is Castaways, the card game. It's more so geared towards the Survivor superfan, at least from my perspective. So that allows them to be able to have like really niche situations and a lot of Survivor understanding. So that's definitely a situation that, again, we're going to be talking about later on how that weighs up. But it's going to be interesting if they try and go after that market, or as I probably suspect, is just the more general market. To make the card game official, Jeff Probst worked alongside co-founder and CEO of Exploding Kittens, Alan Lee. Lee, who works includes... I have recorded like 4 different videos at this point. Again, it's just been random for me, so excuse me if my reading isn't superb. Lee, whose works include the popular titles Throw Burrito, You've Got Crabs, and the titular Exploding Games, is a day one fan of Survivor. He and Probst had built a relationship in recent years, with the showrunner occasionally asking him for advice on game design and even a sounding board for some of the proposed twists and turns. Ellen, I must say, if you designed the knowledge is power, I have my worries. But ranging from 3 to 6 people, Survivor the Tribe has spoken, has players stepping into the buff as one of the many memorable castaways from seasons past. The intention of the card game is the same as its on-island counterpart. Vote out your opponents at tribal council, with the card box even doubling as the iconic voting urn. That's really cool. Awesome to see then. I love when card games, or really any board games, allow the box to be used as a vessel as well. So that's actually a really smart feature as well, even though again it's just you put it into the box like. But among the assorted cards win any player's possible deck are reward challenges which allow you to scheme with other players, Sorry For You, which blocks others from taking your cards away, and the Spy Shack, a little Tony Vlacho's reference there, where you can peek at another person's hand and even steal a card. And it wouldn't be a Survivor game without some twists, turns, and advantages, including immunity idols to save yourself from getting your metaphoric torch snuffed. With months between the conclusion of Survivor 47 on Wednesday and the premiere of Survivor 48 in February, this off-season should be a perfect time to take the game quite literally into your own hands with a new card game, Survivor the Tribe has spoken, and is available to be pre-ordered now for $19.99, which, when you think about it, for a card game with custom designs, and obviously you're going to have your enrollment fees for I'm sure that the people that are getting their face on these cards, like I think I saw Rupert, Suri, Tony, I'm sure they're going to be getting some money for this. The designers themselves, CBS, obviously, who are authenticating and authorizing this product. You've got Exploding Kittens that'll be taking a cut as well. You've got Transport, and then obviously the amounts that the likes of Amazon and Target are going to be making as a like as a profit. That's definitely going to be something that is going to be factoring in, but it's kind of impressive that they got it for £20. I was kind of expecting a little bit more, which is still a lot for a card game, but you've also got to consider just how many different factors are coming into this, and it could be worse. But again, it will release on Amazon, Target, and Walmart.com on January the 12th. So that's pretty much everything for this. And then we'll have like articles on Taylor Swift and stuff. Now, I did see there was an image that was posted that did have a few Survivor contestants, at least in the thumbnail, so I'm not sure if those are placeholder cards, kind of to show what it will be like, or if they're actually going to be included in the deck. But obviously we are going to have Survivor contestants. It's going to be interesting if they go for a mix, or if they go for just the iconic legendary players, if they're going to include new era players like an Erica, a Marianne, so forth, or just kind of go with season 40 and before. So that'll be an interesting thing to talk about as well. There is actually a Survivor card game that already exists. Now I think this one's slightly different from what I'm hearing with the small nibbles of information that we've been given, is that this one is kind of like a card game. Again, similar to Exploding Kittens, and you can be able to take cards from each other. Ooh, just punched my microphone again. Couldn't be more balanced Survivor without some chaos. But again, Castaways does exist, which is basically for Survivor superfans, where you're playing the Survivor card game. So I'm not sure how this will affect it. If people will just flock to this, and Survivor Castaways will have to go in a different direction, or if there's going to be enough differences between the two games that allow them both to be able to thrive. But I think that this is a perfect idea. I wouldn't be surprised if they were inspired by Castaways to be able to put a card game out there in the market, because again, it's been out there for about 2 years, which is how long Castaways has been out there for. You've obviously got the fact that they're going to be releasing between the seasons, between 47 and 48, but I do wonder if they're trying to take advantage of Australian Survivor's schedule, because obviously, as we know, they release around middle of January, later January, and they have said and I was going to maybe make a more banded Survivor video on it, but the time's just passed, where they have said that their Australia versus the World Series was actually so good that they may air it before their actual Survivor season, which is going to mean we're seeing Serene, Parvati and Tony on Australian Survivor, as well as your Australian Survivor icons as well that are going to be returning. Which is fantastic to see. I believe like George is going to be there and such. So I think that's a really good time. It's a really good product to have. Again, I'm really impressed with Survivor just going for it. Like again, it's been a franchise that's been going on for 25 years, which firstly congratulations, but seeing them being able to still produce very interesting forms of merchandise. Obviously, we've talked previously about the Survivor online game through Microids, Survivor Castaway Island, which gladly sponsored the channel, and hey, Survivor the Tribe has spoken. If you wanna sponsor Bandit Survivor, then like I've got a good track record. But yeah, it'll be fantastic to see another Survivor game on the market, fully endorsed. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing in terms of presentation. The Survivor information so far that has come forth has made me very much believe in this product. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you're planning on buying it, or maybe getting it for another friend, because again, it's 3 to 6 players, so it's going to be really interesting and create a lot of fun social situations, I'm sure. If only my friends in Northern Ireland watch Survivor a bit more, I'd be able to bring this to our games, because we play a lot of card games and board games and such. But I think this one's gonna have to take a pass. I might have to just buy the cards and look at them, because again, that's what happens when you're from the UK and you follow an American show that barely anyone in the UK watches. But thank you all for watching this video. The link to the article will also be in the description as well if you do want to check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good day. Peace.